Thank you. 30 some odd years of being involved in athletics. I've been to a lot of dinners, been announced times as a player, as a coach. But Steve, I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. That was outstanding. I appreciate it very much. To the people of the Walter Camp Foundation, this is truly a great evening. You know, people have told me about it. I've never been. But this is truly one of the greatest celebrations of our great game that I've ever witnessed. And I don't say that very lightly because without a doubt, our great game is under attack. And as we all know, our society right now is going through some tough times. And guys like this sitting behind me, guys in our meeting rooms, guys on our practice fields, guys in our stadiums, I'm sure those are the young men that we have to bet on to pull us out of this mess. The leadership on our campuses, the leadership in our high schools. And as I heard Coach Brockett talk about his team at Ansonia High School, and I heard him talk about a word that I use so often, passion. Passion's something much more than a love, much more than an interest. Passion is something that drives men to do great things. There's no place better than the football field and the football practice field to unleash that passion. There's no place better than the game field, and these guys have done it. And these guys, the things they learn in that environment are the things that are going to really help them down the road and help us down the road. Any Coach of the Year award, and I've been blessed this year to receive a few, really is not a one-man award. It's a coaching staff of the year award. And I have just a tremendous, tremendous staff back at Rutgers. One of them wanted me to say hello to all you. He's one of your own, a New Haven, ex-New Haven coach, Darren Rizzi, who does a tremendous job. You talk about an unselfish group of men that have a passion to lead young people. That's what they do. And as we were talking about X's and O's, and you know, when you interview coaches and you're trying to put your staff together, that's important. But I have 4 children of my own, 3 of them boys. And the last question I always ask myself before I hire a coach is, would I trust them coaching my 3 boys? And I can say without a shadow of a doubt that all 9 of my coaches, I trust coaching my own sons. They do an incredible job. And I wish I could bring them all up here, but I do want to recognize them. And then certainly, it's the players. We've been blessed at Rutgers. We've been able to recruit the right men for our program. And they've done a tremendous job. They believe. They're unselfish. And when you look at our football team, we had something very unique in the last 2 years. Through our growth and our ascension to a ranked football team, we had a guy on our team named Brian Leonard. Brian Leonard is one of the finest football players I've been around at any level, college, pro, doesn't matter. Brian Leonard was our go-to guy as a sophomore. In comes a great running back, Ray Rice, to our program. And all of a sudden, Ray starts getting the majority of the carries. Anyone who's been around football knows that can be a very touchy situation. And what I think best exhibits our football team and what they're about, Brian Leonard became Ray Rice's mentor, became Ray Rice's best friend. And when you hear Ray talk about Brian and you hear Brian talk about Ray, that's the thing that our society doesn't have figured out and that our great game of football does have figured out. So as we go through this and you look and you see all these videos and you see these young men get up here and speak so eloquently, and you look down the table and you see Coach Vermeil, who growing up, an idol of mine. I had the opportunity when I was coaching at Penn State, when Coach came up and visited our place. And I was a defensive coach, and he spent time with the offensive coaches. And I just kind of snuck in the room and just listened because I wanted to hear the great Coach Vermeil speak. This game, like no other, they take care of one another. And as I look back on my time as a head coach, it was mentioned we were pretty bad. We got there, we were 3-20 our first 2 years, didn't win a league game, went 17 league games without a victory. But we had incredible people that believed, incredible people that kept chopping. And now we're at a point where we can attract the best players. And it was in joking, half joking, with Dwayne Jarrett. Dwayne Jarrett came out of high school at a time where it was too much of a risk for him to come to Rutgers. He's one of the elite college football players in this country, and at that point, that was too big of a bet. But now we have a program that I very proudly say it's no longer a bet. We've built a program, not a team, and there's going to be a lot to see and hear from Rutgers. Before I sit down, I need to thank one more group of people. My 4 children, Joey, Matt, John, and Katie, and my beautiful wife, Christy, who's sitting over here. Those are the ones who sacrifice. I think Coach would agree, we don't sacrifice. My job is my hobby. I have never woke up a morning in my adult life and said I have to go to work. I'm going to my hobby. It's our wives, it's our families who sacrifice, and really they're the special people. Coaches' wives, coaches' children, they're very special people. So I'll leave you with this. Moving forward, Rutgers is going to be a power. Rutgers is going to be a place that you're going to want to send your children. And I thank God that I have the opportunity to be the head football coach at Rutgers. Thank you.